Hello and welcome to Greatest Games Never Played, a Lantern Light Studios production. I'm Alex Fitzsimmons, joined by my co-host, Reno Del Moro. Reno, how you doing today?
I'm good, Alex. Coming off a couple days after my first fantasy draft. Not sure how I feel. Got a young team, but buddy pointed out to me that apparently I got projected as the team to win the league and got the best draft, and that right there is usually the death kiss. All right, that means I'm going to finish dead last, and I'm totally out of the money. So not looking forward to that.
So who ranked you? Was it Yahoo?
We did ESPN, and they gave
Oh,
me the
even
top
worse.
draft. Yeah, and I'm like,
Where'd you pick?
I had the second pick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So I assume you went with one of the top running backs. That's all I really want. I don't really care. No one wants to
I
hear about your
did.
fantasy team.
I took Zeke. I took Zeke.
All right, that's a little bold reach there. All right. I
Yeah.
don't like your odds either. I'm with ESPN.
Consistency. What's that?
I'm with ESPN. I don't like your odds either.
Well, they like my odds. I don't like my odds because of them.
Yeah, there you go. So what we do here every week is we cover sports and the hypothetical. We take a look at a pivotal moment in sports history and see what could have happened if it had gone differently. That all being said, we're taking a little different approach today, and why not let Taro tell us all about it?
In 1972, the Miami Dolphins set a high watermark for all future NFL teams to aspire to. They finished the season with a perfect 14-0 record and marched through the playoffs, winning the Super Bowl as the first undefeated team to do so. Over the decades, many teams would aim for the same goal, but all would fall short. As the NFL draft and shared equity in the league led to more parity, it seemed very unlikely that any team would accomplish this same feat. Then, the 2007 New England Patriots arrived, some 35 years after the Dolphins accomplished perfection. The Patriots flew through the regular season 16-0 with dreams of joining the lofty company of the Miami Dolphins, but ran into their main foil, the New York Giants, and suffered their first loss of the season at the worst possible time, Super Bowl 43. But what if the perfect Miami Dolphins, led by Don Shula and the no-name defense, were to try for one more win against Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, and the near-perfect New England Patriots? Pick a side and prepare for the second time in Space Bowl, New England versus the Miami Dolphins, as they rewrite perfection.
The Time and Space Bowl, Reno. We're doing it again. This time, we're going to see the two undefeated teams match up. What do you think about that?
Oh, I am excited. This is one for the ages, one that I think people have always speculated, especially since the kind of heat from the Miami Dolphins players not liking the fact that they've been compared to New England. So
I
think
feel like any team that's undefeated and when you lose, they are drinking to your defeat. I feel like that's not building a goodwill with the rest of the league.
Oh, absolutely not. And Mercury Morris, like flat out, was like, I hope they lose. Like he made no bones about it. So this one's gonna have some animosity.
Yeah, I like their poor sportsmanship. I'm a fan.
I know. And you know what? Since we're going to be playing in hell, it makes for a wonderful suited atmosphere.
Well, you just leaked the lead right there, Reno. So we had to find ourselves a new place to play. The Space Dome isn't working anymore. So after some hard negotiations, we secured a place in hell. We're going to take the game to the fine confines of Beelzebub and his hellspawn, right?
That's right. And you know what? Our souls are on the line here, so we got to call this one down the middle. Call it as we sees it.
All right. Well, you got the button, right?
I got the button, man. You want me to hit it? All right, here we go.
Take it there. here in one piece, Reno?
I'm here. How about you?
I'm pretty okay. I'm surprised. That was a rocky
I
trip.
see you now. I see you now. There you are. All right. Coming into the booth. I'll tell you what, we're playing in the dome here. Balmy 73 degrees. I didn't know hell had such great air conditioning.
No, that's just true. We have a sweet dome stadium here. You can hear the crowd there. We've got a capacity crowd today, full of looks like demons, hellspawn, corporate sponsors, lawyers.
I think I saw George Burns over there somewhere. Maybe John Candy.
John Candy. Look, there's John Candy.
Yeah,
also, we got the players' friends and family are here too. I don't know how they got tickets to this one.
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, it's good to be inside because I see it's 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit outside. So wouldn't want to be playing outdoors today. That's sure, Alex.
Well, we're matching up the two undefeated teams today. Anything you want to say about these teams before we get this this game kicked off today?
Oh, I hope it's going to be a barn burner, but we'll see. I don't know. Got my doubts.
All right, here we go. It looks like Miami won the coin toss.
All right, so there's 11 Hall of Famers on this team, Alex, including the coach Don Shula, winningest head coach of all time with 328 wins in 33 seasons. Pretty impressive.
Nice. All right. Well, looks like Miami's going to elect to receive. And we got Steven Gostkowski over there preparing to kick off right now.
Hey, Gostkowski went 21 out of 24 in the season 2007, and he's in his second year as the kicker taking over for likely future Hall of Famer Adam Vinatieri.
All right. Well, the 2007 New England Patriots are kicking off, and we're underway. Mercury Morris, the lead running back and kick returner, catches the ball at the 7, returns it up to the Miami 28 before going out of bounds. So there we are. We got Miami sitting now at their own 28, 1st and 10.
Ground and pound.
Yeah. Morris picks up 17 yards on a draw play before being brought down by strong safety Rodney Harrison and Teddy Bruschi there, the inside linebacker.
Oh, yeah. Mercury Morris, one part of that three-headed monster with Larry Zonka and Jim Kick. I mean, Morris had 190 rushes that season for 1,000 yards. Pretty impressive.
All right, back to the game here. Zonka busts up from 1 yard on a pitch right, brought down by Ty Warren, the defensive end. And now, look at this, the 2nd and 9 here. Morris pounding ahead again for 3 yards. Stopped, forward progress is stopped there by the inside linebackers and nose tackle, Vince Wilfork.
Big Vince, definitely in the conversation for a future Hall of Famer. Big time, 3-4 D tackle.
3rd and 6 now. Greasy completes the pass to Warfield, who holds onto the ball, makes a few guys miss before Asante Samuels dragging him down. 24-yard gain.
No, it's interesting, Alex. Greasy getting the start here over Earl Morrall. Career backup Earl Morrall was to some of the greats, Johnny U in Baltimore, Fran Tarkenton in Minnesota, and now Bob Greasy. Funny thing is, Greasy got hurt in the 5th game of the 72 season. Morrall went on to win 12 of the last 17 of the last games, and he started 11 of those games. But come Super Bowl time, Greasy was healthy again, and Shula decided to give the start to Greasy.
He's the example for needing a good backup quarterback right there.
Absolutely.
It's 1st and 10 at the 27. Morris gains 2 yards on a sweep left before running out of bounds. 2nd and 8. Zonka pounding ahead for 2 yards, gang tackled by the inside linebackers, and getting slowed down by Vince Wilfork again.
It's a big man in the middle, takes up a lot of space.
3rd and 6 at the 23. Greasy's going for it. Just out of the reach of Fleming there, the tight end. Coverage there by Ellis Hobbs.
Hey, we should note that Bob Greasy actually went 8 for 11 for 88 yards, a touchdown, and an interception in the 72 Super Bowl. The Dolphins definitely prefer a ground and pound offense, which led to many victories that season.
There you go. 4th and 6 at the 23. They're going to go for the field goal here. The Premian 40-yard field goal. There it goes. Hooks through the upright. We got a score on the first possession of the game.
Nice. Premian was 4 from 11 on the season from this distance. Got 2 interesting facts on Yepremian right there. He gave the Redskins their only score in the 72 Super Bowl when he recovered his own blocked field goal and he attempted to pass it, but he fumbled it while throwing it. Mike Bass of the Redskins picked the ball up and ran it in for a special teams touchdown. Now, the other fact is the Cyprian-born player actually died at the age of 70 in 2015 while living in local Media, Pennsylvania.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
local boy.
Oh, yeah.
So 10:38 left in the first quarter here. We got a kickoff again. Miami's kicking off this time. Yepremian kicks the ball deep. Cornerback Ellis Hobbs and lead kick returner catches the ball at the 3. Moves up
now
to
we're
26.
Looking at
He's at 26 there. There he goes. He's down.
He's on 26. And now on this team, currently you only have 2 Hall of Famers in Randy Moss and Junior Seau, but there's going to be more. Obviously, Tom Brady's going to be there. Bill Belichick when his career is over. But you're also looking at guys like Mike Vrabel, who's coach of the Tennessee Titans. Vince Wilfork's going to be up there. And you could say all 3 linemen of the starting linemen out of their 5, Matt Light, Logan Mankins, and Dan Coppin, could all be potential Hall of Famers someday. And on the other side of Shula stands Belichick, who's considered the greatest coach of all time with 6 Super Bowl rings and 2 more as a D coordinator of those great Giants teams in the 80s. Now, Belichick has 273 wins in 25 seasons as a head coach. He's well on his way to taking over the top mantle and wins from Shula's grasp.
Nice. 1st and 10 at their own 26. Brady short pass to Welker. Catches good. Welker's got a 10-yard gain before being brought down there by strong safety, Dick Anderson.
Brady's 2017 was one for the record books, Alex. 398 completions for 4,806 yards, 50 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. You know what? That record held for 6 years until 2013. Peyton Manning broke it with 55 touchdowns with the Denver Broncos.
First down again at their own 36. Brady hits Falk on a catch, charges forward, 14-yard gain before the linebacker Mike Cullen brings him down.
Kevin Falk, not a household name in the minds of many due to the running back by committee approach. However, very reliable when his number is called.
He's got another first down here, this time at the 50. Brady back again. Finds his man Stallworth, makes a few guys miss. He's breaking down the 25-yard before Jake Scott gets him down. The free safety with the tackle.
Nice. Former St. Eagle receiver Dante Stallworth had 46 catches on the season for 3 touchdowns in 2007.
1st and 10 again, the 25. The Patriots are driving here. Maroney with 5 yards on a pitch right, tackled by Doug Swift. 2nd and 5. Maroney again for 8 yards on a draw play before Nick Buoncani finally drags him down.
Hey, Hall of Famer Nick Buoncani had 2 interceptions and 0 fumbles recovered on the season. Funny enough, he wore the number 85 for a middle linebacker. That's usually an offensive player's number. This guy had 32 career interceptions. He was an 8-time Pro Bowler. The former Notre Damer actually had unrecorded tackles in 72, but in 73, when they started making note of it, he was accredited for 162 tackles, 91 unassisted. So I imagine he was a tackling machine in 72. He actually donated his brain to science because he believed he was diagnosed with stage 4 CTE.
Okay. Well, 1st and 10 at the 12. Morris this time pounds ahead for 9 yards, dragging our middle linebacker you just talked about, Buoncani, along before going down.
Whatever you want to call him.
2nd and 1 at the 3-yard line. Brady's pass just out of the end zone over the overstretched arms of tight end Ben Watson. Setting up for a 3rd and 1 at the 3 now. This time the handoffs to Maroney, 3 yards right up the middle. Logan Mankins and Matt Light clearing an easy path for an untouched touchdown on that one there. New England scores. It's 3-6. New England now.
It just came so easy, Alex. I mean, 835 yards on the ground in 2017, 6 touchdowns for Lawrence Maroney. Unfortunately, he had a very short 5-year career in the NFL, finishing up 2 years later in Denver in 2009.
Gostkowski with the extra point. The attempt is good.
Gostkowski was perfect, 74 for 74 on extra points that season, so no surprise here.
8 plays, 74 yards. That's the Patriots we know, and they're getting ready to kick off again. Mercury Morris fields the ball at the 7, returns to the 28. Now here we are at their own 28. Miami, 1st and 10. Zonka rushes for 2 yards off tackle right before meeting up with the guy you talked about earlier, Mike Vrabel, for a huge collision there.
Oh, yeah, big-time player Mike Vrabel, Mr. Reliable on the defense for Belichick.
2nd and 8 at their own 30. Morris this time navigates past the line for 3 yards behind Larry Zonka's lead before Teddy Bruschi grabs his foot, brings him down. 3-yard gain. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 at their own 33. Zonka, again, picks his way for 4 yards before Rodney Harrison, the strong safety, lays a vicious shoulder into him on the safety blitz.
To tell the unstoppable force meeting immovable object here, Alex, is the hard-hitting Harrison may be the only man in the New England secondary up for the task of stopping Larry Zonka. Zonka's built like a Mack truck with a Mount Rushmore as a head, plowed his way through 1,117 yards on the season in that 3-man backfield. I mean, he was an impressive specimen of a man.
Yeah, back when fullbacks used to run the ball.
Oh, yeah. Guy had a forehead like a drive-in movie theater.
4th and 1 on their own 37. Looks like Miami's going to go ahead and punt here. We got Larry Semple out there. Larry Seipel. It's a low punt. Short punt. Caught at New England's own 40. Wes Welker rips to the Dolphins punt team here, getting shoestring tackled all the way at the Miami 10. He took this one back.
Oh, yeah. Welker shows the kind of speed and elusiveness on this play that proves why New England sent a 2nd and 7th round pick to Miami for his services.
There we are. We're starting at the 10. New England already threatening again here. 1st and 10. Falk picks his way to the sidelines, 2 yards, runs out of bounds. Setting up a 2nd and 8 here. Maroney again this time getting the carry. Tackled for no gain by a strong man right up the middle there. Manny Fernandez with defensive tackle. 3rd and goal. Sitting at the 8 again. Brady going for it all to Moss. Pass is incomplete. Tim
just
Foley
a bit outside on this pass. Just a bit outside. This dynamic duo hooked up for 23 out of Tom Brady's 50 touchdowns that season. Moss still holds that record to this day. The only guy close to him, Jerry Rice, had 22 back in 1987 with San Francisco.
Go figure.
You know, crazy, but Moss did it. Moss had 15 touchdowns 4 seasons or more. Rice did it 5 seasons of 15 touchdowns or more. Pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, he's the reason he's in the Hall of Fame, right? Well, it looks like Gostkowski's out there again, going for a 25-yard field goal. And he hooks it through the uprights also. 3 plays, 2 yards on that drive right there, but that still counts for 3 points. Putting the Patriots in the lead, 10-3 here.
Looks like this thing's getting a little out of hand already.
Yeah, 2 minutes, 2:11 left in the first quarter here. New England's getting ready to kick off. Mercury Morris fields the ball at the 5, returns it to the 32. Setting up as the team at their own 32, 1st and 10. Backup running back, Jim Kicks in there. He's going to go ahead and pick up 4 yards on a draw play. And now he just met Adelius Thomas, though. That guy's a tough inside linebacker there.
Absolutely.
2nd and 6 at their own 36. Greasy looking for his guy. He finds Twilly. Blows by the linebacker coverage of Rosedale Colvin. Holds on to the ball. He's running. He's moving. 20 yards. Then he stepped out of bounds there.
Looked like Vrabel actually got picked up by Zonk on a blitz attempt, which opened the field up for Twilly to get by Colvin one-on-one. 12 and a half sacks for Vrabel that season.
It's coming back, though.
Oh, no.
Holding on Doug Cruson. Left tackle, 10 yards. Oh, that's a rough one. That's a rough one to see come back. A big game.
Yeah,
like
you can see the grip. You could see the grip right there. He got him right under his shoulder pads, held him on, pulled him to the ground.
Can't do that. Setting up a 2nd and 16 now at their own 26. So it looks like Jim Kicks back out there. Getting back to the line of scrimmage before running into the nose tackle. Vince Wilfork again. 3rd and 16 at their own 26. They got to do something here. Greasy finds his man, Marlon Briscoe. Makes the catch, falls forward, 17-yard gain before being touched by Asante Samuel in coverage there. And that is going to wrap up the first quarter right here. We're going to flip sides here.
Yeah, so far, Alex, and I never thought I would say this, especially considering New England's high-powered offense, but this looks like the story of 2 willing and able defenses today.
It does. Oh, and we're off here. We're off here. Setting up. Oh, geez. Miami, false start. False start on the left guard. Bob Kuchenberg.
Just a drive killer.
You can't do that coming out of the quarter. That's no good. 1st and 15 at their own 38 now. Zonka pounds ahead for 1 yard, meeting Teddy Bruschi there.
The story here today is to make sure Larry Zonka doesn't beat the New England Patriots. They have given up some yards to Morris in stretch plays, but Zonka's going to have to earn his today.
Zonka going to him again. 1 yard on a sweep left, tackled by defensive end Jarvis Green. Setting up a 3rd and 13. It's like Jim Kick's back out there lining up again. The pass is to Jim Kick. Oh, he got leveled there by James Sanders, the free safety. But he held onto the ball. That's a 14-yard gain. Good for a 1st down.
Looks like this team's getting it going.
Yeah, 1st and 10 at the 46. Zonka pounding ahead, 10 yards. You talked about him. Took Rodney Harrison to stop him again, laying the last hit to bring him down.
Oh, boy, this guy just puts his shoulder down, and everybody just has to get out of the way. They don't want to be hit by Larry Zonka.
1st and 10 at the 36. They're driving. Morris picking up 17 yards on a draw play. Left outside linebacker Mike Vrabel. He bit on this draw, but he chased him down. You see that play right there? He bit, and that's good pursuit right there, chasing him back down.
Absolutely. And just as I mentioned, New England keying in on stopping Zonka in the run game, like that, 27 yards on the ground in 2 plays from Miami, and they're starting to wear down this D.
All right. 1st and 10 at the 19 now. Jim Kick pounding ahead for 2 yards before he meets up with Junior Seau, subbing in a linebacker. 2nd and 18. The 17. Morris gets back to the line of scrimmage before Adelius Thomas makes the big stop. setting up a 3rd and 8 now at the 17. And Greasy finds his man Briscoe again off good separation of the line. Catch is good. Briscoe goes for some yards there. 14-yard gain before cornerback Randall Gay's able to bring him down.
Miami mixing it up through the air here. Very smart. They're actually throwing New England off their game a little bit by doing this. New England very key on stopping the run.
Setting up a 1st and goal at the 3. Morris pounds ahead 2 yards and a sweep left before strong blocking from Cruson helps lead him out of bounds there. That's nice there. Setting up a 2nd and goal at the 1. Greasy staring down Warfield too long. Oh, there he is. He's sacked. Ty Warren, defensive end, 2 yards. He got him.
Outside of that, time. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And outside that 24-yard play in the opening drive, Paul Warfield has been invisible in this game. I mean, he had 29 catches for 606 yards and 3 touchdowns in 72. But right now, in this day and age, that would get you cut the next season.
Yeah, he's the #1 receiver with 29 catches in a year.
Yeah.
So we're setting up here. It looks like we got 3rd and goal at the 3. Greasy looking for his target there. The tight end, Mark Fleming, batted down by the linebacker, Roosevelt Colvin. Incomplete pass. Setting up a 4th and goal at the 3. I think it looks like they're bringing out the kicking team again. Yepremian's going to go for it. 20 yards, field goal is right down the middle. 14 plays, 80 yards, 3 points.
A long, sustained drive here, Alex, and Miami cannot capitalize in the end zone. It shows you that a bend but don't break philosophy from Dean Pease's defense is working for New England.
So now we got Miami getting ready to kick off with 8 minutes left in the half here. Yepremian boots it deep. Ellis Hobbs fields at the 7. It's a nice run right there to the 34. Setting up a 1st and 10 at their own 34. Miami gets off going here. I'm sorry, New England. Maroney with the ball. Gets back to the line of scrimmage before running into the defensive tackle, Bob Hines. Setting up a 2nd and 10 at their own 34 again. Brady going for Welker. Incomplete. Curtis Johnson in the coverage here.
Great stop there from Miami. They read that pass all the way, and Curtis Johnson got up and broke it up.
3rd and 10. They got to get this one here at their own 34. And Brady just overthrows Falk on a swing route. That pass is incomplete.
Miami's defense is keeping them in this game somehow by forcing New England to punt here. Their offense has to bail out their defense and get something going here.
Yeah, we got a 10-6 game here, and looks like New England is going to be punting here. Chris Hansen lining up, booming high ball. It only goes 34 yards. Ooh. Charlie Lay waves for the fair catch there at the 33, at the Miami 33.
Belichick looks hot on the sidelines after that. Hot to trot.
You're not usually happy with your punter. Not after a play like that. So 6:54 left in the half here at their own 33. Morris picks up 2 yards on a draw play. Yeah, getting chased down by Junior Seau there. 2nd and 8 at their own 35. 6:16 left in the game, in the half here. Zonka busted through right off the tackle, or off the right side of the tackle, dragging defenders, shedding them. Rodney Harrison steps up with a big tackle again to finish it, but it's 24 yards too late.
Oh, man, Zonka's starting to come alive here, and Belichick and Pease need to find an answer before the man tank makes them pay with 6.
Yeah, 1st and 10 at the 41 now. Kick, pounds ahead, 1 yard. Teddy Bruschi again with a tackle. 2nd and 9 at the 40. Zonka again, 10 yards off the tackle again. Asante Samuel throws himself at Zonka's legs. What an ugly tackle that is.
I've got a major problem with this, Alex. Asante Samuel lays down to attempt to trip up Zonka instead of wrapping him up, possibly in fear of getting trucked over by the heavyweight back. Everybody knows Samuel's known more for reading the QB's eyes and ball hawking interceptions than he was ever known for being a surefire tackler.
Yeah, so 1st and 10 at the 30 now. We're going to hand it off to Morris on a sweep left. He's got some space. He's got some space. Paul Warfield with a huge block downfield. Morris is going in under the end zone untouched on a 30-yard run.
Oh!
12-10 Miami. Yepremian with the extra point. It's good. 5 plays, 67 yards. 2 minutes and 56 seconds on that drive. They moved the ball there.
Wow, they've been at the gates this entire time, Alex, and it appears the Dolphins have now infiltrated private property here. Big 6 here to put them on top.
3:58 left in the half here. Miami up 13-10 is kicking off again to Ellis Hobbs. Ellis Hobbs fielding the ball, returned to the 28. Setting up New England here. New England 1st and 10. Brady passing to Welker, gets a few steps before our middle linebacker strikes again. Nick Buonaconti I'm going to butcher it every time. You know that.
Leona Conte for a 13-yard gain. I'll tell you what, textbook slant here from Brady. I'll take the speedy slot receiver to win that matchup against the linebacker every day of the week and twice on Sunday, Alex.
That's true. That's what Wes Welker makes a living doing, eating those linebackers up.
Absolutely.
1st and 10 at their own 41. The Patriots moving again. Handed off to Falk. Carried for no gain there. Meets up with a defensive tackle, Bob Hines again. 2nd and 10 at their own 41. Brady zips a short pass to Moss, who makes the catch, falls forward for a 5-yard gain before being touched down by linebacker Mike Cullen there.
Again, a Randy Moss signing in the game finally.
Yeah, about the 2-minute warning here. That interrupted in my own call there, the 2-minute warning. So 3rd and 5. They're going to line up again. Brady sets back, looking at his receivers down. Sacked. Doug Swift comes in from the side. Nick Kazur never saw him, got spun around on a really nice outside-inside move there.
This is incredible. You can feel the energy on the Miami sideline right now. They're smelling themselves.
Yeah, they're stopping the Patriots here, and they're winning. 4th down, 4th and 13. Looks like Chris Hansen's out there again. Hope he does better this time. He boots the ball to the opposing 20 for a 42-yard punt. Charlie Lay returns it 10 yards to Miami 30. So they're at their own 30 here. Miami, 1:06 left in the half here. Zonka on a draw play. Taking a thunderous shot from James Sanders there. That's 15 yards later. And Miami calls the timeout.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to get some points out of this for sure. And I don't even think they're looking for just a kick. They might be looking for 6 here, Alex.
Yeah, 59 seconds left on their own 45. Greasy's long pass just out of reach of the tight end Fleming again. Randall Gay in coverage there.
Oh, yeah. Miami's looking for a statement player to put them further ahead in the half. And I'm looking for a statement performance from our halftime talent, Cher. Huge fan of Cher's, Alex.
I can't wait. But we got some football to play first. So here it is, 2nd and 10 at their own 45, 53 seconds left. Greasy looking downfield a little bit. Finds his man, Howard Twilley. Oh, no, it's intercepted. Junior Seau returns it 2 yards. He's down at the New England at their own 49. Turnover.
Unbelievable. The Hall of Famer Seau has different plans and breathe some life back in this anemic football team right now. Greasy bit off a little more than he could chew on that play.
Yeah, 44 seconds left at their own 49. What do you think New England's going to do here?
Oh, I absolutely think they're going all in. They're going to try to score here, and I don't think it's going to be a field goal.
That's what New England does, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Put their foot on your throat and try and kill you every time they can. It looks like they're doing that right now. They're lining up. Brady's pass just out of reach of Moss. Incomplete pass. So they're going for it again. 2nd and 10. 39 seconds left. Maroney at a draw play. 1 yard. Meeting Nick Buonaconti. 3rd and 9. Looks like they're calling a timeout at the 50-yard line here.
Yeah, New England's got to find a way to get in here. And you know what? I think they're going to find a way to explore getting the ball to either Moss or Welker across the middle, or maybe Moss down the sidelines to try to get a touchdown before the half and get up in this game.
All right, 3rd and 9 at the 50, 35 seconds left. Brady finds Moss on the sideline. Are you kidding? He steps out to gain a couple yards after the catch, 22 yards, torching Tim Foley's man coverage. Oh, it wasn't even close.
Moss making his deep threat presence known right now tells Foley not to forget about him out there on the field.
26 seconds left, 1st and 10, 28. Brady finds Welker 8 yards over the middle, takes a shot from Dick Anderson there, and he's calling the timeout right there on the field. 2nd and 2, 18 seconds left at the 20. Oof. This is what Brady lives on right here. 2nd and 2 at the 20. They're coming back. 18 seconds left. Brady goes for it. Oh, Jake Scott with a stop. He swats it out of the air.
Big stop there by Jake Scott. Wow.
Intended for Moss. Third and 2, 11 seconds left. Attacking the sidelines again. Brady finds Jabbar Gaffney, who toe taps 10 yards out of bounds.
Oh, wow. The lost man on this team, Jabbar Gaffney, getting himself in the play. Critical play.
Showed up when they needed him here. 5 seconds left in the half. The clock stopped. 1st and 10. They're gonna go for it. Brady goes for a quick shot to Welker. He bounces off Jake Scott, falls into the end zone. Touchdown, New England Patriots.
Just like that, Brady makes you say his name like he's fucking Heisenberg. He hits old reliable Welker with 6. Welker had 112 catches on the season for 1,175 yards and 8 touchdowns that year in 2007. Does the wet work here on Miami's D.
Oh, that's a rough one right there. 1 second left in the half. Steven Gostkowski prepares for the extra point. No surprise, it's good. 7 plays, 51 yards, 44-second drive. What a use of the clock there. And they're gonna have to kick it off to end the half here. They're gonna squib kick it. Wide receiver, special teamer Marlon Briscoe there shows up, grabs the ball, falls on it, Miami 45, and there you have it. That's the half.
Tell you what, Alex, I'm very scared that the Dolphins may have waken up the sleeping the giant here. You know what I mean? I've always been a big believer in momentum and scoring before the first half being a driving force going into the rest of the game. And I'll tell you what, stats don't tell the whole story, but they don't lie either. In the 39 plus years that the NFL has had a 16-game schedule, the season-long winning percentage for teams that were ahead at halftime has ranged from as low as 72.7% to last year's record-setting 82.3%. Wow. Does not bode well for Miami.
Yeah, they're down 4, 17-13 at the half here in our second time in Space Bowl. So I know we got some stats we could cover here, but let's take it over to our halftime show here. I know you mentioned it before. We have the one and only Cher performing tonight.
Oh, yeah, let's kick it off.
Wonderful stage setup they have here. Look at all these demons dancing, fire everywhere. Wow, this is a hell of a show she's putting on here.
Oh, absolutely. The mysterious enchantress herself, Cher. I can't wait to hear it.
Let's go to Cher. Let's go. Let's get some of the action at the middle of the field here. And without further ado, the incomparable, mysterious Cher.
Yeah! How you doing, Detroit? I mean, how? If I could turn back time, if I could find a way.
What a voice. The voice of an angel. Did you hear that, Reno?
Yeah, enough of that shit. Let's get to the standout stars of the half. How's that sound, Alex?
That sounds good. Let's take a look at these quarterbacks. Let's see how they're matching up here. Tom Brady going 9 for 15 in the first half, 117 yards and 1 touchdown.
Bob Greasy matches up, though. 5 for 9, 89 yards and an interception. Not good turning over the ball, and he's yet to get on the board with his arm.
Now, and you mentioned the backup there, Earl Morrall.
Absolutely.
Is there any danger of a pulling here?
I don't think so. I think they're going to go with Greasy. I think he's their guy, and it's the biggest game of the season, so I don't think Shula's going to pull him.
Okay, so let the veterans sit on the bench. So then we got some running backs here. Looks like Lawrence Maroney leading the way for the Patriots. 6 carries, 17 yards, but he got a touch in there.
Yeah, Mercury Mars matches up a little bit better. 9 carries, 76 yards and a touchdown, followed by Larry Zonka with 10 carries and 70 yards for himself.
Yeah, the two-headed running back right there.
Absolutely.
And over here, the wide receivers, looks like the Patriots are leading the way here with 3 receptions for Wes Welker, 28 yards and a touchdown.
Yep, matched by Miami's Marlon Briscoe, who had 2 receptions for 31 yards.
Going to have to do better than that if they want to catch up here. They're down 4 going into the third quarter here.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you what, I'm feeling the action. This game's pretty close. They're nip and tuck, so I think we should get back to the second half of football. What do you think?
It looks like Miami's lining up out there right now. They've taken the field. They're lining up. Your premium's getting ready for the kickoff here.
Got to tell you, Alex, very disappointed in that halftime performance by Cher, though. She sounded off key. I mean, she sounded like a man gargling a banana watch shot out by Ron Jeremy. So I'll tell you what, I'm definitely selling my 3 stadium show tickets for her comeback tour with Meatloaf. That's for sure.
Well, I'm going to go the other way with it. I thought it was impressive. I say more Cher. Maybe we can talk about this later, but I think clearly we need to try and work more Cher into our broadcast.
Almost like more cowbell.
So Ellis Hobbs receives at the 5, returns to the 27. Setting up New England right here, up by 4, getting the ball first in the third quarter here. Maroney carries, tackled for no gain by Manny Fernandez.
Tell you what, Lawrence Maroney, I'll never forgive him for my one loss I had in fantasy football 15 years ago. I forgot to put him in when he was on a bye week, or I forgot to take him out when he was on a bye week, and I lost by 1 point. I could have put my mother in there, and I would have won.
Well, they say, don't trust New England running backs in fantasy.
That's a fact.
So it's 2nd and 10 at their own 27 here. It's like, the guard, Steve Neal, loses containment. Brady's scrambling around. He's brought down by Bill Stanfill right there. The defensive end. No gain, though. No gain. So we're going to hear 3rd and 10 again at their own 27. A bad snap from the line. Center Dan Coppin forcing Brady scrambling. Brady's running. He got past the line of scrimmage. And there you go. He slides.
He's
He
down.
he knows what to do.
I'll tell you what, Miami trying to get back in this game with that stop there. And I'm still trying to get over Cher's ungodly baritone from halftime. So I just got to shake the nightmare, Alex.
Well, it looks like the line cost him that right there. First, Steve Neal losing his man, and then the bad snap on the center. 4th and 8 right here. Looks like Chris Hansen's out there punting again.
I'll tell you what, Chris Hansen, a lot of people down here in hell very scared right now of Chris Hansen.
I think it's a different Chris Hansen.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure about that. Thank you for clearing that up. I mean, a lot of people were like really worried trying to run out of the stadium.
All right. Well, I'm glad I cleared that up. We want to keep this a capacity crowd.
I know. Stay, guys. It's a great game. Don't be worried. It's not that Chris Hansen. All right.
Fullback and punt returning. Charlie Lay fields the ball at the 31, returns to the 35 before he stopped there. So looks like got Miami starting at their own 35, 12 minutes, 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Morris gets the ball, draw play, 10 yards downfield. Teddy Bruschi's dragging him down. That's a first down.
Teddy Bruschi, another 2-time Pro Bowler. I'm not sure his career was good enough to get him in the Hall of Fame, but he definitely won 3 championships. Also, there's something about his face. I just want to deliver something to his suckhole.
First and 10 at their own 45. Zonka back to line of scrimmage before meeting stiff resistance from nose tackle Vince Wilfork again. 2nd and 10 at their own 45. Morris buried for a 2-yard loss by your favorite and mine, Teddy Bruschi.
Hate the face guy, but I'll tell you what, Miami has to find a way to get Warfield and Twilly involved more in this game plan. They're becoming too one-dimensional, and Bruschi's out here solo tackling them apart right now.
Yeah, he is. So 3rd and 12. They're going for the pass here. Greasy zips the short pass to Briscoe, who beats Ellis Hobbs. Runs 11 yards before Rodney Harrison gets him again, stopping him short of the first down. 4th and 1 at the 46. They're going to opt to pin New England deep instead of going for it here.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. This game could get out of hand if Miami doesn't find a way to get on the board.
That's true. Looks like we got New England kicking the ball out of bounds here. Out of bounds at the 12. Wes Welker got a good view of it right there. But New England's going to be starting from the 12. 1st and 10 at their own 12 here. Brady short pass to Welker, catches good. Welker gets some yards, 6 yards before Doug Swift gets him right there.
Welker is such a dynamic player. I mean, he's led in the resurgence of the short slot receiver, the short speedy slot receiver, such as the Julian Edelmans and the Danny Amendolas of the world that New England has made famous. I mean, the only unfortunate aspect of a guy like Welker is often that size, he gets a lot of concussions.
Yeah, he takes some shots. So 2nd and 4 at their own 18. Maroney draw play meets up with Mike Collin, the linebacker there, for a 1-yard gain. Setting up a 3rd and 3. Maroney again stopped at the line by Nick Buonaconti.
Just like Miami. You're going to get it, but I'll tell you what. I'm going to say this about New England, just like I said about Miami. I'd like to see Belichick work Watson and Stallworth and Moss a little bit more into the game plan. Miami's done a good job, but I feel like Belichick is only using half of his playbook right now.
Yeah, well, it looks like they're gonna be kicking the ball up to Miami here.
Yeah. Not that Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen out here punting again. 39 yards. Charlie Lay receives at the 42, returns to the 50. Setting up Miami for a 1st and 10. 7 minutes left and 7:28 left in the third quarter here. Zonka carries. Wrapped up by Mike Vrabel again there for no gain before running out of bounds.
2 guys right there, Zonka and Vrabel, tough as nails. I mean, you wouldn't want to be their kids living in their shadows for the rest of their life. I'm sure they've been told that time and time again.
2nd and 10, the 50. Morris 1 yard up the middle before meeting up with Adalius Thomas, the linebacker again. Setting up a 3rd and 9, the 49. Next time, Greasy's going to go drop back. He's looking downfield. He finds his guy. It's Twilly. Catches the ball. Makes a guy miss. For Rodney Harrison. Catches him again. 27-yard gain.
Airmailed this one to Twilly. And Miami's knocking on the door once more. Greasy has to make the best of these opportunities his defense is providing, Alex.
Yep. 1st and 10 at the 22. Knocking at the door. Zonka pounds ahead 5 yards before meeting up with a blitzing free safety, James Sanders. Setting him up for a 2nd and 5 at the 17. Greasy finds his 4th receiver, Stowe. Catches good. Stowe's tackled by Randall Gay at the 2. He fumbles the ball forward. Rodney Harrison dives on the end zone, recovers it, touchback. Are you kidding me?
Oh, no. Miami's coughed up the football again here, and mistakes like this will cost you against New England. Can the Miami D prevent another score from a turnover from happening? I mean, Harrison's coming out to the end of his career here in the NFL, but he still had 56 solo tackles, 2 sacks, and interception on the season. This play very reminiscent of L.J. Smith and the Eagles in 2004 when he coughed up the ball near the end zone.
You found a way to work with the Eagles in there again. I'm impressed.
Always do.
So that was Otto Stowe. That was the 4th receiver in the on the Dolphins. That's his first target of the night. I don't think he's gonna get another one after that.
I don't think he's getting back in this game. That gets you benched for sure.
4 minutes, 24 seconds left in the third quarter here. It's the Patriots' ball at their own 20. Brady's pass is just out of reach of Falk, incomplete. Mike Cullen, looks like he was a little close there. Maybe gave Falk a reason to pull up on that one. 2nd and 10. Maroney picks up 14 yards on the tackle, fights off Curtis Johnson, the cornerback, for the last few yards before he trips over him after throwing him down.
Big scamper for Maroney there. Looked good on the outside.
Yeah, that was a tough run at the end there. He really just drugged Curtis Johnson around and threw him to the ground and then tripped over what he left behind.
Yeah, lucky he didn't get pulled down by the dreadlocks with the hair rule in the NFL. That's got to hurt.
Yeah, 1st and 10 at their own 34. Falk this time. 2 yards off tackle right to the sidelines before getting out of bounds. He's chased out there by Doug Swift. Setting up a 2nd and 8 at their own 36. Brady finds Watson. He finds him.
Oh,
he goes a few
there
steps.
it is.
Dick Anderson with a hit, 26-yard gain. You got to find a way to stop him.
Absolutely. And now you see Tom Terrific's just chipping away at this tired Miami defense. Very troubling signs that New England has finally figured out this Miami D.
Yep. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady zips a short pass to Stallworth and gets a few steps before being brought down by cornerback Lloyd Mumford for a 2-yard gain.
Not from Mumford and Sons, just to point that out there.
2nd and 8 at the 36. Falk pounds ahead again, 17 yards before a violent collision with Jake Scott there. I hope everyone's all right.
Yeah, it looks like some guys are a little shaken up down there. Everybody's getting up on New England's side, and you got to give Falk credit here. Like I said, not a household name, but when the guy gets the rock, man, he does a lot with it.
Yeah, 1st and 10 at the 19 now. Patriots driving. They're in the red zone here. Brady taking his time at the line with the hard count, and he got him. He got Vern Denherter. Encroachment, 5-yard penalty. We knew it was going to happen. You got to pay attention to Brady.
Best in the game of doing this.
Yeah. 45 seconds left. 1st and 5 now at the 14. Brady short pass to Moss. He burns Tim Foley again, secures the ball, runs into the end zone untouched. Touchdown.
Put the arms up because great players make great plays. Not shocked here, Alex. Only a matter of time before Moss takes over the game. This guy had 98 catches for 1,493 yards and 23 touchdowns in 2007. Hall of Famer all the way. One of the greats. Top 2 wide receiver.
Top 2 wide receiver. You're leaving
I actually would argue for T.O. There's some reasons there, but a lot of people have Moss as number 2.
Because he's an Eagle?
No, it's actually not because he's an Eagle. I actually like the fact that they're only 1 touchdown apart, and they're only a few catches apart. But T.O. had more yards after a catch. I thought he was more dominant after catch, where Moss was more of a downfield speed receiver. So it comes down to the big play catchability, or a guy that could catch a ball 15 yards across the middle and make it into a 30-yard play.
Yeah, Moss didn't like that play. He didn't like that going across the middle play.
Not at all.
So it looks like they're lining up for the extra point. Extra point's good. We have a 24-13 game favoring New England right now with 38 seconds left in the third quarter.
Starting to get out of hand. This is kind of how I figured it might go with this offense.
Yep, 7-play drive, 75 yards, 3 minutes and 46 seconds on that drive.
Still a lot of time left.
That's efficient. That's efficient.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, they didn't use a lot of time. They didn't drain the clock. So there's still a lot of time for Miami to get back in this game, but they have to find their offense, and they got to cut out the turnovers.
Looks like Gostkowski's preparing for the kickoff. Mercury Morris going to go ahead and field the ball at the 5. Return to the 33. That's a nice return right there. Setting up Greasy at their own 33. 29 seconds left. Greasy finds his man, Warfield. Catches good. Gets him yardage 17 yards before Asante Samuel was able to just kind of drag at his ankles there to get him down.
Tell you what, Samuel, a good cover corner, known for tracking the ball. He did have 6 interceptions in 2007. Good recovery speed, but not a surefire tackler. Has been known to bite on double moves throughout his career. I mean, Miami has the ball still going into the fourth, but I have concerns about them getting back in this game, Alex.
Yeah, that's the end of the quarter right there. So heading into quarter four, Miami with the ball down 24-13 to the 2007 New England Patriots. So here we are, 1st and 10 at the 50. Morris back to the line of scrimmage, meets Mike Vrabel there. No gain.
Johnny on the spot, Vrabel, always there to clog up the hole when needed.
2nd and 10. Zonka pounds ahead 3 yards before getting drugged down by the free safety again, James Sanders. A little assist there from your man and mine, Teddy Bruschi.
Yeah, I hate him as an analyst too. Did I mention that? Really don't like him as an analyst either.
3rd and 7 at the 47 here. Greasy finds Warfield again. Catches the ball 14 yards later. Sante Samuel. Yeah, Sante should maybe work on covering this guy.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Instead of trying to make some tackles here. This is not his game.
Warfield's getting in this game, and Miami's chipping away here in the final quarter. But if they don't find a way to get 7 here on this drive, I'm afraid they might not make it back into this game.
Yeah, 1st and 10 at the 33 now. Morris again, Mercury Morris picking up 3 yards on a draw play before meeting up with Junior Seau.
Thing about Junior Seau, Hall of Famer, drafted to the San Diego Chargers. Really shame what happened to him. He also developed CTE, throughout his career from all the concussions, and he unfortunately took his own life. But he did donate. His family donated his brain to science. So hopefully that'll help football players going in the future. And really sad to hear that news about Junior.
Yeah, it was terrible. 2nd and 7 at the 30. Zonka picks up 5 yards on a draw play. Gets gang tackled by Junior Seau again, and Rodney Harrison in there too.
Oh, reliable. Always there when you need him, Junior Seau.
Yeah. 3rd and 2 at the 25 now. Morris rushes for a loss of 2 yards as Norm Evans, the tackle, couldn't contain Ty Warren from blowing by him into the backfield. Makes the tackle. 2-yard loss. 4th and 4 now at the 27. Looks like they're sending out the kicking team. They don't trust that Greasy will get that 4 yards here.
Yeah,
they really need that.
No, and this stifling New England defense is just sucking the oxygen out of this Miami sideline. There are a lot of towels hanging over the heads of players sitting on that Miami bench. I'm concerned.
Looks like Yepremian 44-yard field goal. It gets through the uprights. It barely made it, but he got it.
He's looking good in this game. He's keeping them alive somewhat.
Yeah, 24-16 now. They're chipping away at the lead. So Miami's going to be kicking off here. 11 minutes left in the game. 11:05. Yepremian kicks it off. Ellis Hobbs fields it at the 4. Takes it to the New England 27. At their own 27. Looks like Brady's getting set up, and he's handing it off to Maroney. Draw play. Dick Anderson steps up, puts his nose in there, gets him down.
Oh, yeah. Always fun when Dick barrels into Maroney. You know what I mean, Alex?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, I'm glad. I thought about that after I said it, and I retracted, but I think other people might know what I mean.
2nd and 7 at their own 30. Brady finds Stallworth, pivots, runs, 17-yard gain before stepping out of bounds. Lloyd Mumford in coverage again. Oh, Lloyd Mumford got cooked again here. 1st and 10 at their own 47. Falk, again, 1 yard before meeting up with Mike Cullen. Setting up a 2nd and 9 at their own 48. And Brady steps back, looking around, surveys the field, finds his man. It's Randy Moss running down the field, 19 yards before Jake Scott arrives with some support there to help stop Moss.
Oh, yeah. New England's really finding a way to move the ball through the air. A chunk here, a chunk there. And the Miami secondary isn't getting any help from their front line.
No, and you see what Moss did there. He dove down. He avoided the tackle, just dove down and let Jake Scott touch him at the end there.
Yeah. A lot of people would question that, but, he's
not fighting for the extra yards here, that's for sure.
Not known for that.
8 minutes, 8:18 left, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Maroney, 5 yards up the middle before Nick Bianconti makes the tackle. Is that right?
Bianconti.
Oh, I'll get it. 2nd and 5 at the 28. Falk gains 1 yard up the middle before meeting up with Manny Fernandez again. Setting up a 3rd and 4. 7 minutes left in the game. 27 at the 27. Morris carried, tackled for a loss. Bill Stanfield, the right defensive end again.
Yeah, Miami's still finding a way to stay alive here, Alex. Can't take anything away from the heart they're showing here today.
Well, we got Goskowski lining up the field goal for a 45-yard attempt. He should be good for this, right?
Absolutely. I think he was pretty good on that. I mean, he went 3 for 5 from this range in season, but this guy's automatic in clutch situations.
Well, you know what? This must not be a clutch situation because they just bounced off the upright. It's no good.
No good. Wow. Not so much of a shank as maybe needing a little help from the gods of wind to put that one through for him, but
Yeah, not in hell. He's not getting that here.
not at all. Keeping Miami's hopes alive still, not putting this game to rest.
So it looks like Miami's going to pick up the ball from their own 35 here. They got to do something here. So Zonka at the 1st and 10 from their own 35. Zonka picks up 5 yards on a draw play before stepping out of bounds. 2nd and 5 at their own 40. Jim kick again, 1 yard on the pitch right before meeting a stiff tackle from Mike Vrabel there.
Don't get me wrong. I love them running the ball, but I think they got to go to the air here with only 6 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, they're not. They got to be able to break away from what got them here because it's clearly not working today.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 4 at their own 41. Greasy targets his tight end again, but the routes jumped. Adelius Thomas makes the pick. A linebacker pick again.
Oh, wow.
The Miami 46 takes it 3 yards down at the 43.
Wow. Maybe that's why Shula is telling me I don't know anything about football and they want to run it because Greasy's clearly off target today. Miami just keeps continuing to shoot themselves in the foot since before the end of the first half. And it's the biggest reason they are down this game with practically no time left to come back.
No, if they could get some clutch passing from Greasy, they could be in this game, but this is rough. 4 minutes and 49 seconds left. 24-16 New England, and they got the ball at the 43 now. This is tough.
Yeah, I don't see New England giving this ball back to them. And if they do, still they're down by 2 scores. I mean, Miami's going to have to make some magic happen here. They're looking at a miracle to win this.
All right, 1st and 10. Brady just out of reach of Welker. Covered there by the cornerback, Curtis Johnson. That's a good look right there. So 2nd and 10 at the 43. They're lining up. They're going to hand the ball off to their 3rd-string running back, Sammy Morris here. Stopped at the line, dead in his tracks by Nick Bianconti.
Man, Miami making a good case to stay in this, to try to get the ball back.
Yep, 3rd and 10. And Tom Brady steps back, looks around, finds his man again. It's Wes Welker. He's breaking down. Curtis Johnson got him, pulls him down from behind, 23-yard gain. Wes Welker from Tom Brady.
And that's all it takes. That's all it takes to get the ball moving for him. Wow.
And that puts him right in the red zone at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Tom Brady's pass then is to Welker, who makes a catch, falls forward, touched by Jake Scott, 9-yard gain. This is tough.
Welker's so impressive in this game. He is just Johnny on the spot. He is Brady's go-to target, and it's just showing all over the field.
Yep, 2nd and 1 from the 11 here. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Brady's short passes to Watson. The tight end catches the ball, runs for a 9-yard gain before meeting up with Dick Anderson in a stiff collision.
Dick in a stiff collision?
Well, I don't know what you're doing here, Reno.
I don't know. Hey, you said it, right? I'm just saying. Oh, I'll tell you what.
Well, it's a 2-minute warning. If you want to talk more about Dick and stiff collisions, you have time now.
Well, what I do want to talk about how Brady just shines in these closing moments. I mean, he's surgical in his efforts to put a game away and out of reach. And the writing seems to be on the wall for this Miami team, barring a miracle here.
And we're back here. 1st and goal at the 2. And Brady finds his guy at Stallworth, catches the ball, makes the linebacker Mike Cohen miss in the end zone. New England scores. It's 30-16.
Game, set, match, New England. This one's
1:56 left in the game. That's tough. That's tough to come back from. Goskowski lining up for the extra point. He's going to make it 31-16 right there. 6 plays, 43 yards, 253 on the drive. Ouch.
Yeah.
156. New England's giving the ball back to Miami, but man, this can't feel good.
Belichick and Brady, this is what they do. This is what they do. This is what they were born to do. They just take teams out of it. When they get a lead, they keep the lead. They step on your neck and they don't look back. They don't show any mercy. And this one could have been more out of reach, I think, had Miami's defense not played stellar in the first half.
Yep. All right. So let's see what happens here. Mercury Morris catches the ball with a 13, kind of a short kick there. Returns to the 35. That's a good place to start. Their own 35, 1st and 10, 1 minute, 51 seconds left. Greasy steps up, overthrew his kick. The pass is incomplete. Oh, wait, it's worse. Holding on Larry Little, the right guard.
Oh,
10 yards. Oh, that's even worse.
What a bad call on Larry Little there holding. I mean, they need to be as perfect as they can be with this little bit. I mean, it looks like Miami's just going through the motions now, but this game is well out of reach.
147 left. 1st and 20 at their own 20. Morris, they're running the ball here. 3 yards on the pitch right, runs out of bounds. 2nd and 17 now on the 28. Greasy, you see, he's just back. He throws the ball though right here. We got a 9-yard gain. Jim Kick catches the ball here. That's not bad. Look, they're trying to do something here. 3rd and 8 at their own 37. Greasy overthrows Twilly. The pass is incomplete, stopping the clock. Minute 29 left. 4th and 8. I mean, what are they even going to do here?
They got to get the first down, but I mean, really, they're just playing to make it look like it wasn't that big of a difference.
4th and 8 at their own 37. Greasy finds his man Warfield for 6 yards, who's immediately met by Rodney Harrison, 2 yards short of the first down. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, that's going to do it right there, Alex. New England makes their moments count, and Miami falls shorter than that performance from Cher. Too many mistakes to count.
Oh, man. New England, 118 left. They got the ball. So here we go. Maroney pounds ahead 8 yards. Nick Vaughn, Conti dragging them down. Miami's calling the timeout. Minute 14 left. That's their first timeout of the half or the game. 2nd and 2, though. Morris pounds ahead again. 3 yards. Morris' progress is stopped by a big push from the defensive line, but it's too late. It's a first down. Miami's calling their second timeout. Minute 8 left.
I'll tell you what, while we're at this timeout, while we wrap this up with a bow and give our shots and thank yous to our crew while we're here.
Yeah, it's a good idea. We couldn't do this without them. Why don't you let us know about them?
Absolutely. For those of you out there who'd like to support us, you go to patreon.com/Lantern Studios and support not only our show, but you could support our game development projects and the other Lantern Light podcasts, such as Game Johns and Screen Johns. As always, thank you to our current patrons, and a special thank you goes out to the Russell James Johns Support Group patrons. You guys are amazing. We love you, and we thank you for your continued support. If you'd like to support just our show, you could do that by going to glow.fm/GGMP, and thank you guys in advance for all the show support. Thanks to Luke Mullet for our awesome theme music. We'd like to thank Lantern Light Studios for allowing us to do this podcast. Without their support, none of this would be possible. We'd also like to thank our producer, Anthony Zaccola, for all his show news and notes and helping us out with everything on the show. We'd like to thank our audio engineer, Maria Lubanovic, who really kills it and really does a great job for us in the mixing room. So thank you, Maria. If you want to reach Alex and me, you could make it real easy for yourself. Go to allmylinks.com/GGMP. Once again, allmylinks.com/GGMP. You can find all our social media there, and you can find different ways to listen to the show. Please hit us up. Let us know what we're doing right. Let us know what we could do better. Let us know what you're interested in hearing from us. So thank you. You could also visit lanternlightstudios.com for more information about our show and our other amazing podcasts, Game Johns and Screen Johns. And highly recommend them. They're awesome shows, and I listen to them every week. If you like our podcast and you've enjoyed this episode and other episodes, we please kindly ask you to give us a 5-star rating and leave a great review. It goes a long way for us to grow and improve the show and do different things for you guys. So thank you very much.
All right, and we're back here. Looks like after the second time out here, 1st and 10, 26. Brady steps up and he takes the knee. Miami's calling another timeout here. That's their last one. That's the end of this game here. They didn't need to call that, but I guess Don Shula wants to finish every game he plays, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, Shula's an old timer, man. Old school. Got to finish the game right.
Yeah, they do. So it looks like minute 3 left here. Brady takes another knee. Just wind this clock down. People are shaking hands there, but they got to line up one more time to snap a ball one more time here. The time's ticking down here. What were your thoughts about this game here? We saw kind of a blowout here. I know there's 2 undefeated teams.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I don't know. Do you want to look at our standout stars of the game first or go to the final thoughts?
Well, there we go. Brady taking his last knee. Time is expiring. That's your game. 31-16. The 2007 New England Patriots defeat the 1972 Miami Dolphins. And the second time in Space Bowl brought to you here from hell.
Yeah, it looks like a team that finished 18-1 and just missed out by a hair on that undefeated season when they lost to the Giants 17-14. does go on to beat the only undefeated team to ever win a Super Bowl. So, and I can't see it going any other way. I mean, if you're looking at the final thoughts on this, it comes down to this, Alex. The 72 Dolphins, they had 26 teams in the league at that time, right? The Dolphins themselves scored 28 points per game on average on offense and allowed 12 points per game on average on defense. They were first in the league in both, right? But they only faced 2 winning teams in a 14-game regular season. And that was
2 teams winning records?
2 teams winning records. The first team they played was the Kansas City Chiefs, who finished 8-6. And then they played the New York Giants, who also finished 8-6. They had a combined opponent record of 51-86 that they faced, but they barely squeaked out 3 wins against Minnesota in a 16-14 affair. Minnesota had a 7-7 record. Buffalo took them to the limits, 24-23. Buffalo finished 4-9 that season. And then the New York Jets, they beat the New York Jets 28-24, and the Jets were 7-7. So
we certainly had to play some good teams in the playoffs, at least, right?
They did play some good teams in the playoffs. They played the Steelers before the Steel Curtain, before that 4 Super Bowl championships, and the Steelers gave them a good matchup. And then they played the Redskins. But I don't know. When you look at the Pats had 32 teams in the league in 2007. They scored 37 points per game on average on offense. They were number 1 in the league, right? They gave up only 17 points per game on average on defense, making them the 4th best defense in the league, right? They faced 7 winning teams in 16 regular season games. They had San Diego, who was 11-5, Cleveland 10-6, Dallas 13-3, Washington 9-7, Indy 13-3, Pittsburgh 10-6, and the Giants, who end up beating them in the Super Bowl. They beat them 38-35 at the end of the season, but the Giants were 10-6 in the wild card. The Eagles almost beat them in a 31-28 affair, and the Eagles were a 500 team. They barely squeaked out wins against Indy, Philly, Baltimore, and New York, but their combined opponent's record was 108-100.
So it sounds like what we're doing is we're kind of throwing some dirt on the undefeated season of Miami here.
A little bit. I mean, Shule is a great coach. He did win a world championship with Baltimore. He won 2 Super Bowls with Miami.
Yeah, he won back-to-back after 72.
He won back-to-back. And he has 328 career wins. But Belichick is sitting just behind George Halas at 273 wins. He's got 6 championships. He's got 2 other championships as a defensive coordinator. I think Bill Belichick's sure to pass Don Shula on the all-time winning record too. I think he's going to have the attrition to stay coaching for a while. I think we were nice by saying it was 31-16. This team could have got up in the 40s. I mean, New England beat 2 teams by over 40 points in season.
Well, I guess we got to decide who the MVP is here. So to do that, we got to take a look at some of these stats here. So let's take a look at the standout stars here. Tom Brady. He went 19 for 27 for 244 yards and 3 passing touchdowns.
That's right. Bob Greasy on our side. Abysmal. 12 for 19, 186 yards. Not bad, but 2 INTs and no touchdowns.
Those INTs killed him.
Absolutely. Bad turnovers.
And the running game here, looks like Lawrence Maroney finished with 13 carries for 50 yards and that touch we had in the first half.
And a combination of Mercury Morris and Larry Zonka, they both had 16 carries. 89 yards for Mercury Morris, 88 for Zonka. It's a mirror image. But Morris did get in the end zone for a touchdown. Their running game really did keep them in it, and the defense.
Wow. Wes Welker, he caught 6 balls for 66 yards and a touchdown, while Randy Moss caught 4 for 60 yards and a touchdown.
Yep.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. And on the other side, Paul Warfield had 4 receptions for 61 yards, but no trips to the end zone. Marlon Briscoe ended with 3 receptions and 42 yards.
Any defensive stars you want to talk about here? Anybody stand out?
Yeah, I'd say for Miami, Nick Buonacante had 8 tackles. His name was called a lot. And I'll tell you what, their kicker,
I said his name a lot, right?
Yeah, and their kicker actually put up three kicks and an extra point, you know what I mean? And kept them in it somehow for most of the game, and he had 2 kicks over 40. So, I mean, their kicker stood out in special teams.
Yeah, but I think we can probably agree on this. The MVP here is Tom Brady, right?
Absolutely, without a doubt. Gets another one.
Gets another one.
Gets another one. That's all I could say. But,
so we've done it here now. I guess we got to get out of here. So we got to find some way to get out of hell.
Yeah,
I'm taking rock, paper, scissors with the devil.
Yeah, we could do that. Or, I mean, we could play Battleship, Twister.
Right,
I'm still pretty flexible for a bigger guy. You know, I might be able to inch him out a little bit.
All right. Well, I guess we should sign off here and go try and get our souls out of hell here. So,
Hey,
I guess that's us signing off, right, Reno?
absolutely. And we totally redeemed ourselves.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. This has been another Greatest Games Never Played.
If I could turn back time, if I could find a way.
Now.